Welcome back to Desire to Inspire. It's your mama's favorite podcast. I'm here with Freddy
Word.
now because we're dropping nicknames, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I want to keep Durf because I like it. I think it's like some sort of thing where people would be like, "What the fuck?"
Definitely
Um,
unique. Like, I don't
yeah,
know any other Durfs in my life.
but the only reason I changed it is because I'm on Facebook a lot, and I just can't get myself to change my name to Durf on there, and
I
I
don't
feel
blame
like it
you.
looks like a fake profile if I were.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of spammy,
Yeah, so
and we send a lot of friend requests for this shit, so like that'd be kind of weird.
we're gonna go with Freddy. We're gonna
All
keep it. I
right,
feel like that's still catchy. I think
we're
I've
gonna
met
keep
like
it.
3 Freddys in my name or my
I don't
life.
really
So
know any other. I mean, I know of them, but like I don't converse with Freddys on a regular basis.
yeah, me neither. So I'm one of a kind, baby. What can I say?
There it is. There it is.
It's been a while.
It has, man. I've been all over the place, I feel like.
What's been up in life? What have you been doing?
I went to visit family back in Ohio. That was cool. And then I literally came back to Denver for a day. And then I had to go to San Diego for a work trip. So I'm finally back.
Nice.
Finally rested and recovered. First few days were a little rough. I feel like I was in all kinds of time zones. We're good now. We're
There
good.
we go, baby. Bouncing back.
Trying. Trying to.
Yeah, I don't know if the people can see, but behind me, dude, these bottles are magical. I had people reach out to
Magical.
me saying that their dogs lost weight ever since they bought one, saying that they've got
Wow.
in the gym since they bought one, saying that the bottles have given them like superpowers. I mean, viewer discretion is advised. I don't know if it's true, but I'm just letting you know the feedback that I'm getting. And it's all positive.
So if you've got an overweight dog, go ahead and buy a bottle.
Yes. We're going to be posting some pictures too of the little doggies with the bottles. I've been asking people who have animals to send them because, like I said, man, furry or not furry, the people and the things are loving them. So
Got a few left though. So hit the
we
link
do.
below and buy your own.
Yep, we just sent out one of our biggest orders, or we're about to. So people are supporting, they're spreading awareness, and it's cool because I look at the people that we've sold them to, and they're getting in different states, man. Not just the states
Yeah, they
we're
are.
in or back home.
Yeah.
Like my goal is to get a bottle in every state, and I know that's like, what does that matter? But I think it would be cool to just say
It
that
would be cool.
the
We're
brand,
nationwide, baby.
yeah. So I think we're in over like 10 states already, which is pretty
You
dope.
definitely see it more than I do because you do all like the labels and like the shipping.
Yeah.
So I just kind of because usually like you'll even move them out the inbox before I even see them.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just go there to see like where the orders are at. Get curious.
Yep. Yeah. So no, we appreciate all the support. I mean, we want to drop some sort of merch every quarter of this year. So the bottles were the first thing to spread awareness. Have it be in the gym. It was cool. I have a couple friends out here that got bottles and they all take workout classes together, and they were telling me how they had all of the bottles like in the class together.
Oh yeah.
And so it's dope. So hopefully people start asking about it. I was wearing my shirt the other day and somebody was like, "What's that logo?" So just spread
Somebody
awareness.
asked me this morning. I wore mine to the gym.
Really?
Yep.
Let's go. Yeah, so it's cool. And with that, I mean, I don't know if everybody knows, but we have a Facebook group that has been growing pretty rapidly since we started it about a month ago. And we're extremely excited. And I think that's what we're going to get into on this one, is kind of talk about that, reintroduce ourselves, reintroduce what DTI is, what we stand for, what we want to accomplish in this world, and why we have the dreams we do and the aspirations to grow this to the heights that we know we are, and kind of bring people in so that way they can see what the platform's all about, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
What do
our
you got?
Facebook group is always linked below. So like if you are not a part of the Facebook group, definitely go check it out. It's Mindset Mastery, and then it's basically like our tagline, which is bringing physical and mental health together. And what are we at, like 500 people now, like at the time of recording this? So we are climbing pretty rapidly. We post damn near every day something there, but it's all kinds of like just different like tips, resources, just kind of building a community of people who are looking to grow together. So like we had like if you are in there, feel free to ask any kind of questions. We had some lady today, I don't know if you saw it or not, but she was talking about like she's having pain when she squats, so she was kind of asking about that. So I kind of dug a little bit into it, and I'm gonna try to like find something to give her because obviously it's harder for me to diagnose over like Facebook where I can't see what she's actually doing and why she may be in pain, especially because it's
Yeah.
body weight. So I'm like, I'm assuming it's probably form though. So I'm gonna try to find something, and that's basically what the group is. It's just a place to go, and then we can kind of answer questions, help you where we can, and at least if we don't know, we can at least point you in the right direction to somebody who does.
Yep. Yeah. Like this month, beginning of May is the start of Mental Health Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, if you've been following us, and if you haven't, this isn't just a physical part. This isn't just personal training. A big initiative of ours is bringing the two together, both mental and physical health. And that's why we kind of started this journey, is because we noticed that there's so many benefits from the physical side that help the mental side, and there's a huge gap in the middle, and the bridge hasn't been built on how those can correlate together. And so I've been trying to post something every day. I was on my walk 2 days ago down the Katy Trail here in Dallas, and it was cool. I was walking and I looked up and I saw a sign, and all it said on it was smile. And it's like, oh shit. And so I took a picture of that, posted that sign in there with a little bit of message, just to remind people, you know, if you're in a dark place, if you're in a hard time, that there is a way to get out of it if you stay consistent and you put a focus on it. And something as little as smiling and just telling yourself to smile can actually change your mind and your mood, your mind and your direction of how you're taking the day and how you're approaching it.
I didn't
So
expect
it's
it to be like a legit sign. Like when you said that, I expected it to be like something somebody stuck up, but it was like someone legit like made a sign and put it just right on the trail.
yeah.
It's crazy you say that because that keynote speaker I was telling you about, who was like,
Hmm.
she lost a leg and like she ran an Ironman, but she was saying like during this, there's times where like I hate it, like I'm feeling like shit, but she's like, I force myself to smile because like when you do that, it sends like something else throughout your entire body, and it's like you trick your mind. So like it is a real thing. It's like just something as simple as smiling will completely change your mood, and like it is that easy. It's just about having to force yourself to actually do it.
Yeah, it's cool. And so, like, bringing that up, because I know we want to focus for all of the new people that have started following the platform, for some of the people that maybe don't know why they're in the group or like who we are. I think it's good to get into us first, Dylan, and then we'll get into DTI and kind of the road that we've, I guess, went down so far.
For sure.
Cool. You go first, man. Let the people know who you are.
We just kind of giving like a whole backstory, or like is this like summarized? Like
Let's just tell them where we come from, who we are, why we got in this position, and then we'll link it all together at the end with DTI and how that stemmed from both of us.
cool. So I am Dylan, as you probably know, but if not, what's up? And we're both originally from the Cleveland, Ohio area. I am now in Denver, Colorado. And here in the next week, who knows where the hell I'll be, because my girlfriend's a travel nurse, so we're kind of all over the place. But I've kind of been in the fitness industry for probably like 6, 7 years now, which is kind of crazy to say. Because
Damn.
even during those 6 or 7 years, it was not always healthy. So that's pretty much like where this whole thing for me comes from, is that I've seen what it's like to be unhealthy. My entire family is basically unhealthy, has been my entire life, and it's kind of just been watching them battle back and forth. And so I kind of reached a breaking point in college and was like, this isn't like something I want to do. I kind of went through, well, I did go through a rough breakup. I was engaged, that ended, and I kind of found myself like in this position where I was unhappy with pretty much everything in my life. And so I I don't really even know like how it happened. Actually, I do. Now that I just like something just clicked in my head. As a joke, somebody from my job had put like at this, we went out for margaritas like every week. And at the front there was like sign up for a free gym membership, and they fucked around and put my name down and threw it like in this little fishbowl thing. And somehow I won like a free month to a gym. So I was like, you know what? Maybe this is a sign I need to get my ass in the gym. So I did, and I was struggling still. So I ended up getting a personal trainer, and that's like when everything kind of clicked for me. It was like she really helped me like see like everything that was going on. And from there, it just kind of like I kind of got obsessed with it, and like I went down like all these different rabbit holes, and I've tried all kinds of different shit. I've been like in a lot of different lanes, but I think like it's helped me to learn from a lot of different people. So now like I want to be able to help people get out of like that dark place, or like whatever it is you're going through, like whatever rut you're in. Like I want to show them like that there is a way out that's not prescription meds. It's not this or that. Like those things can be beneficial, but there are ways to do it naturally that I think you should at least give a try before you just go run down that rabbit hole.
Yep. Love it. I didn't know that about the people signing you up for the gym. So that's cool.
I didn't really remember about it. Like once I was saying, I'm like, how the fuck did I? Because it's a random gym. Like it wasn't even like right by my apartment or anything at the time. So like I
Okay.
was like, how the hell did I get started in there? But that is how it happened.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine's a little bit different. I think mine is, I mean, growing up, people that know me or did know me or are learning about me, I was always the small kid. Oh, get in the gym. Oh, you're not big. Oh, you're short and you're not strong. Oh, and the list goes on of what I've heard. Um, Never really let it affect me on the outside, but in the inside, I would get like super pissed because it was just like every single person. Oh, you're small. Oh, you're small. Oh, you're not. You can't lift this. Oh, you can't lift that. And even in like high school and shit like that, like playing sports, I never. I mean, nobody in my family really worked out. I didn't have somebody influential in my life that I was like, all right, they're going to get me in the gym. So it wasn't until high school where I started getting in the gym. But by that point, everybody had already been in it. So they're lifting way more. They're this, they're that. And so there's just insecurities that I had that I never really let show. And so after I graduated high school, stayed home in Ohio, was going to a community college there and working full time. And honestly, bro, I started working out with Marcus, and he would have me come over to his basement,
Yep.
and he never made me feel like uncomfortable, always motivated me to come over, this and that. And at first I didn't want to because I didn't know if like his dad was going to be down there, who was coming. But now that I like look back and think on it, I think that was a pivotal point. And then our buddy would come home from out of town and we would work out down there. And so I
I
would
got a
say
lot
that's
of
what
good
got,
workouts in that basement. That's
yeah,
a good
my
little
basement
basement
was,
gym.
yep. And so our workouts were dope there. And then I ended up going to Ohio State, and I found myself waking up early and going to the gym, but not like really ever being consistent with it. Like I would go to his house. I would go to, when I went to Ohio State, I would start going to those gyms, but like I was just in there to be in there. I didn't really have like a direction or a
Yeah.
way that I wanted to go. And after I graduated, went through a really bad part of my life, I guess. I feel like a lot of the things that I've been through in life kind of just like hit me at once, and went through this like really dark time, was depressed, was anxious, all of that stuff. And that was the first time that I've ever experienced like depression or anxiety, but I held it all in, which isn't good. I wouldn't advise anybody to do that.
Right.
But doing that, found my passion of the gym, still is a leading factor of why I'm in the gym, why I got down the fitness path to be a personal trainer and all that. Because there's some sort of sense of peace being in there. There's some sort of sense of, I don't know what it is, that calms the body, calms the mind. And then you start seeing the results, and everything that you once saw insecurities about, or you once were like, shit, I'm not here or there, and these people are, you start to see that turn, and you see all of those things in yourself, and you realize and start to focus on doing it for you and not what other people want for you. And so that is what got me out of the rut. And that is why and where I found that the mental side and the physical side collide, and there can be this big boom in your life to get you through a lot of things. And so that's kind of how I got into the whole personal training mix, but also focusing on mental health, because every single person around me, almost good, bad, or indifferent, was going through something. And there was always something that was on their mind, or there was always something that in the gym they wanted to work on. And I'm like, there is way bigger population or way bigger community that this can help than just talking about it one-on-one. And so that's where I wanted to get involved. And this is kind of going to lead right into the DTI. So I'll start the journey, how we got involved together, and then where it is now, and where we plan on taking it. But Dylan had been posting for a long time about about different fitness things or motivational things, or just his social media was always positive. And I remember messaging him at one time, and I told him something along the lines of like, I don't know if you realize it, but you're helping more people than you know you are. And so through him, he kind of got my wheels turning on, like, this is what I want to focus on. And I see that what he's doing and what I want to do has a lot in common. And so I approached him probably a year before we even started talking about anything
Hmm.
DTI, that I had this idea. And I told him that I'm still formulating it. I'm still writing the book of what I want it to look like, but I want him to partner with me to create this brand, this company, this community. But I'll let him know when I'm ready. And so 6 months had went by. He's messaging me, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm almost there, bro. Almost there." Within that 6 months, went kind of down a different path and like stopped focusing on it because I was like, oh, nobody cares about this. Nobody's gonna want to do it. And so I took light away from it. And then Dylan would hit me up a couple months later. What's up? Finally, he told me, he was like, all right, I don't care. We're talking this time. And he was like, and let me hear what you have to say, this and that. So we got on a call, and I told him, this is what I have. I want your insight because I think you can help me complete the puzzle, and then we can see how we're going to take it and approach it. And so from that conversation, he was like, dude, I'm 100% in. This is like pretty much aligns with what he wants to do, what he's been doing. And through our communication, it kind of has brought us to where we are at this point, which I'll let Dylan tell his side now. So that way at the end, you guys can see what it's unfolded to and where we want to take it from here.
So I would say like back when I was posting everything like that, it wasn't like I was doing it for like recognition or followers or like anything. I was just kind of doing it because it was something like that I felt I needed to do. It was like I wanted to share my own journey, sure, but like all the positivity shit, it was just something like I felt like I needed to do. I felt like there was a lot of times in my life where I didn't have anybody kind of putting that out there. So once I did find that community, it was like, okay, like this is what it's about. So like now let me try to be this for someone else. And I didn't really know if I was that for anybody else, but obviously you reached out, so I was. It's like okay, like that did like I was like, all right, cool. Like what I'm doing is doing what I intended for this to do. Like this is reaching other people, and even if it was just you, like that's all I cared about. It's like if I can reach one person, then I'm cool. And so then you did approach me with this idea, and I didn't know what it was going to be. Like you weren't in really the fitness space, at least not outwardly about it the way that I had been. So I was like, I don't really know like what this is going to be, but I'll hear him out. Like let's see what it is. And then we did get together. It was more at a time. Like when I finally like drew the line, I'm like, all right, we're fucking talking about this. I was like finally at a point where I was taking on clients, like just personal clients. Like it wasn't like I was really promoting or anything. Just if people would reach out to me, I would be like, yeah, I can help you.
Mm-hmm.
But I was at a point where I wanted to take it bigger. Like I was looking at ways like how can I scale this? How can I make this something where I can actually help people for a living? And so like it was honestly just like divine timing. It was like you came to me and I was when I was ready to ramp up. So it was like, all right, like this is all falling together for a reason. Like let's just run with it. Let's make this shit happen. And obviously I fucked with the vision. Like it was 100% aligned with where I wanted to be. I'm already in the physical side. I want to get into the mental side even more. So it was like, let's just go 100% full force.
Yep. Yeah. And that created us to kind of do what we're doing now, in terms of getting professional offering out for personal training so that way we can focus on that. But then also doing these podcasts, doing our Mental Health Monday posts, doing our quotes, doing our video, like whatever it is, we can spread awareness. And then based off of our clients, obviously everything's individualized. We can help them both on the physical and mental side get to a point where they start appreciating and realizing what the basics and foundation of life are and really what's important. And that's just waking up and being happy every single day and making the most of life. And so depending on, who the client is or what their focus is, that's how, we can bring them both together, because there's not one formula that can help everybody. And so it's been fun to customize it, tailor it. It's been fun to grow these groups to spread awareness about everything. And like I always say, and I probably will say it every single episode, is taking the filters off life, because we live in a world where social media has so many filters and these false narratives or persona about what happiness is, and getting back to the basics and really grounding ourselves and realizing that today's the first day of the rest of our life. What are we going to do to make it count? And what are we going to do to get over the hurdles and humps or ditches that we're in life? And so hopefully that's what DTI can do. And we've been seeing it these last couple of weeks, people just reaching out and telling us because of us or because of the group or because of this, I started X, Y, and Z. And like you said, coming to us with questions about things now that we're knowledgeable in the industry. And so it's just been fun. This is going to grow. We're going to keep, spreading this brand awareness and, take off, help a bunch of people.
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal, is really just to help people. I think that that's yeah, like, the program is great. Like, I wanna help as many people one-on-one as I can, but the reality of the situation is that not everybody can afford it. Not everybody's even
Mm-hmm.
100% bought in to make that change. So that's why putting out this stuff. That's why putting out a free group. That's why, like, all of this stuff is so important to us, is because this is a way for us to help the masses. This isn't people who are willing to pay us. This is just, if I can say one thing and it helps, like, shift your mindset just a little bit, that's a win for me.
Yep, exactly. So as the name is, desire to inspire, do it right now, because you don't know what tomorrow has to offer. The only thing we're promised in life is death, and we got to make the most of it before that happens.
Yep. And so if you do want to join the group, there will be a link below this video. There's also a link for the bottles, a link for the training, a link for literally everything that we offer. So whatever it is, like if you guys just want to check us out, learn more about us, feel free, join the group. We would love to have you.
Love to have you.